I mean, during the course of Black History Month, is they teaching black? Is it the Black History particular situation? Are we teaching Black History during the course of that month? What are we doing for that whole month? Because you can't fit a portion of my history inside of a month. 30 days portion of time. It ain't even
No,
30 days.
that you
It's
can't
28 days of time. So
do exactly.
Yeah, that's the white people that limited it.
but yeah, no, we just people that we go. We just seem to have. We go for anything because
I'll call you back, too.
Okay.
we go for just about anything because wasn't no Black history. I mean, there ain't nobody else got a. It's a Black history. Whole a month, not like they just they I don't they give us peanuts. I guess we supposed to gravitate to it like we got
Hey,
something.
darling.
You know what I mean? But for the sake of what
So
it
you
is,
saying who else? Okay, the Black History Month, like Hispanic. Okay, now who is? They don't have no month, no nothing dealing with the Black History. At the end of the day,
no,
they
I mean
still.
we don't like we the only people that we I guess we whatever little bit what I'm saying they give we I guess we accept and run with it and take. But what was the purpose? What was the purpose of Black History Month? Who started Black History? What was the purpose of Black History Month? You know what I'm saying? And just what was supposed to be supposed to be getting out of Black History Month? Just to acknowledge the fact that they gave us a whole month to acknowledge our history for that particular month. Instead of how generous of you.
Hey guys, welcome on in. We speaking about Black History Month. We was actually having this like a natural talk, so I just came on live. So it was just basically this was literally a pop up live. Okay, and remember guys to push it up. Hello, Dolly. Hello, Butt Files. Thank you guys for coming through. So what was the purpose, right? And then like with the history, um, they don't really, even with the children, that's in school, they don't teach them and show them everything. You get what I'm saying? And there's a lot still. We still got to do research. We have to do a lot of research on our own. We still, like we were speaking yesterday, re-educate ourselves. But who is it benefiting though? You get what I'm saying?
I mean, when you actually look at
When
the
you know
situation,
your history, so still, after once you know your history, then what is it going to stop people going against each other and things? You get what I'm saying? Is it going to change that? Is it going to people going to start making solutions and start rebuilding and getting along and doing things together and will there be peace then amongst us? You get what I'm saying? Will that be peace amongst us? Us as one. That's what I'm saying.
what do you mean? Like
Cause
what is
listen, we like okay, it's not really even us. We are literally enslaved within ourselves already because blacks hate each other. Why? That's what I'm saying. We hate our own kind. Later for the the white man or whatever, so say. But we
but
hate we hate but you said we was
that
brainwashed.
goes right back to
Why do we hate each
that
other so
goes right
much?
back to the conversation we had the other day about the Willie Lynch syndrome, right?
Right.
And I really didn't have time to really sit down because we were joking around or whatever. So I had to get on. But look, the Willie Lynch syndrome is an actual means that they use to control slaves, the people that they enslave. By it's a lot of it's deceit, trust, you know, light skin, dark skin. You know what I'm saying? Who get to stay inside the master's house? Who get to run the field? You know what I'm saying? You got field nigga, house nigga. You know, and but the Willie Lynch syndrome is still running. It's still prevalent today.
Right.
Willie Lynch is an actual individual who taught the slaveholders how to control their slaves. And his method would prove to be one of the best methods thus far because it is a saying if you once you indoctrinate this particular situation with the Willie Lynch thing, it'll run on for years and years and thousands of years if you don't stop it or reverse it. And the only way you're going to reverse that is through education. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
What
This.
form of education? Because
What?
you've been
Right.
miseducated, so you got to be re-education. You got to be you got to be re-educated
Right. Okay.
because you've
And
been
there you go.
miseducated already.
There
So
you
what form of
go.
education is
What
you going to
form of
get?
education? That. There you go
A
with
lot of
that.
times you got to start with first who you are,
Who you?
who you are, where you come from. You know, your major accomplishment on in this universe as to the lies that you've been told opposed to all of that. There's a lot. You know what I'm saying? But the first thing first is it's going to take an educational like an educational wave first. We got to because what are we fighting? What are we gonna jump up? We don't know who we are. We don't know nothing about our history. You know what I mean?
And to
So
celebrate it too.
I mean, look, man, we fought and bled for years and years and years. We are the most resilient people, like you know what I'm saying, on this planet, without a doubt. You can see the things that we're going through and the historical, the atrocities that we went through. They're not really long ago. These ain't hundreds of years ago. We can go back to 100. We can go back to 40. We can go back to 50. We can go back to 60 years. A lot of the atrocities that are being committed against us, man, it's crazy. But yeah, but for all that you fought and bled for, to give you, we're gonna give you a Black History Month. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is what we still fight for the civil rights and all this kind of
We're
crazy stuff.
still fighting for that, but you want to
I
talk about
mean,
Black History Month? That makes so much sense, man. That's real
you
talk.
know what I'm saying? If
It
when you
is.
look in the
It
streets, you're still
is
going through the same thing
the
you was
same
going, just a
thing. Yeah.
modified version.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
still, you're still getting the peanuts off the table, whatever. And you still got these the politicians. I mean, that political situation in the arena, that ain't nothing but a bunch of lies, a bunch of whole bits of deceit, a bunch of things to keep you preoccupied, to keep your eyes off the prize. And you the prize, we the prize.
Right.
We the highest consumers on this planet. To be the broker, to be the poorest or whatever. We are the highest consumers on the planet. We spend more money than anybody. And that stuff don't regulates out of our particular our neighborhoods into other people's neighborhoods and stuff like that. But yeah, but back to the thing what you were saying about the hate and all that, how we hate that because that's what we was taught. You know what I mean? We are the most humblest people on this planet.
Yeah.
And if you do your
It's true.
history,
Yeah.
if you do the history as to how
Mm-hmm.
you wound up in the situation that you're in, we always invited people in as guests, but they stay
Right.
as conquerors.
That is real.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Even to this day, even all that you've gone through as black men, you still accept and befriend people faster than any other nation would you.
That's true. That's very powerful words.
You know what I mean? So there's a lot, man. There's a lot that we got to look at, man. There's a lot that we going through. There's a lot that, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of blood shed and a lot of tears. And we still going through what we going through now. We still begging. We still asking. Everything that occurs with us in these streets, the killers, the murder, we want to march. We still marching. And one thing I have to say about that constant marching and everything.
Trump said he's going to make it better, though.
Look, you know the definition of insanity
Yeah.
is keep doing something for particularly in perspective different results. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing something and expecting different results, right? But here it is, we marching, we voting, and we getting out there, you know what I mean? And we doing the same thing, except expecting different results. And we ain't getting no results. You know what I mean? Seem to be getting worse and worse and worse and worse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So all that's just major distraction. But the one thing for sure is this here. We ain't got no friends. You ain't got no friends. As black folk, you don't understand. You ain't got no friends. I mean, we got friends with me and you
Right,
personally.
right.
We got white friends,
Yeah.
black friends. I got a couple of close
Right,
white friends,
yeah.
this, that, and third. But we talking about our lives. Them
Right.
people that's coming for help.
Right.
You going through these dire situations. You don't have no friends. You know what I'm saying? So, and on that note, the only thing that's gonna help black folks is black folks. You know what I'm saying? You have to be into the business of yourself, because ain't nobody gonna be into the business of you. Well, how I'm gonna help you? You can't help yourself.
That part.
You know what I'm saying?
And then a lot of people is not even willing to even help
us.
themselves.
That's
Yeah.
it. This ain't no race, man. This ain't no black.
That-
No,
yeah.
it's a fact, because any
Yeah.
other race that you look, if you look, you see what they enter. They enter the business of themselves. All these little stores that be into your neighborhoods, instead of them stores, they getting that money. That money is channeled back into whatever neighborhoods they come from. Be it even if it's in a whole different country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Our money come in our hoods. We get the money, we spend it. It goes back into everybody else's pockets, come back, and we recycle and regenerate into everybody else's pockets and neighborhoods except ours. you know. But the fact is that ain't no handouts for you. It's just like this here. Whether you know it or not, you are
Hey,
enemy.
Joshua. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna give you. Gonna would you give your enemy a loaded gun?
Right. Yeah.
Would you give
Yeah.
your enemy a
No,
loaded
nobody
gun?
wouldn't do
So what
that.
you makes you think that somebody that
It,
put you through so much, put you through so much,
that makes so
and
much
now
sense.
as the history unfolds and the
Mm-hmm.
information unfolds to you so much now that you come to want to ask questions like, "Wow, man, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Is there any retribution for the cause and effects of what's going on for what you've done?" You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to take blame for that. And then when you start to cry, you crying and get over it like it was a really long time ago. You know what I'm saying? But no, no. The only thing that can help us is us. Like I said, and your enemy will not give you a loaded gun. You understand what I'm saying to you? So don't expect no handouts to be making you so great. You know what I
Right.
mean? You
Mm-hmm.
get in where you fit in, and that's about it. But all that coming together, uniting, and trying to unify the body and all that, they already sent every message they possibly can to you. We will kill you. And you understand what I'm saying to
It's
you?
real. Yeah.
You get up and you start
Mm-hmm.
talking
Mm-hmm.
about some unified body. Let's come together. Let's do this, that, the third. We had all these things. We had it established already. We had our Black Wall Streets. It wasn't just one,
They
two, or
tore it
three.
down.
We had many of them,
Yeah,
and
we
every
did.
one of them,
Yeah.
everybody, they
Mm-hmm.
killed everybody.
Yeah.
They
Mm-hmm.
demonstrated exactly what it is, what they're gonna do, and how they feel about you.
They literally had one here in Wilmington, North
Yeah,
Carolina, and
Wilmington.
they
They killed
destroyed.
everybody in
Destroyed
Wilmington.
it.
Wilmington was a
Okay.
thriving black community. They destroyed everybody. They killed everybody.
Oh, thank you, Dolly. That's what you do. Throw them corns up, baby. Put them emoji corns, for the children of the corn. Because actually, if this is actually this is speaking truth, this is the voice that matters. And I put, spoke on, the title is about the Black History Month. Okay. So it's just a part of learning. It's not. It's still. It's great vibes. That's it, and that's all. So just throw them corns up. Throw them up. Okay. Throw them up. Throw them up. Throw them up.
Yeah.
Okay. Because a lot of stuff people's not going to want to hear. I said I shared this before. I will touch on stuff that most people don't. I mean, they may care, but I don't know. They just not don't want to speak on. But unapologetically, I will speak on because it is important. It is important to know who you are. And they do come from that. We don't know who we are. You get what I'm saying? Where we come from. It ain't just from our fault. It's more from where we was born from our parents. It's more than that. It is important to know some things. And then you take it from there, for you, for it's a part of your growth and your healing, because this is people would we be around, then you'll have an understanding how to deal with people, if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Because if you don't know, then you'll be stuck. So it's important. So this is what we speaking on, because it is a lot of hate within us. It's a lot of hate within us, and it's like, why? You get what I'm saying? So it's important. It really is. It is a lot of hatred, and it's like, where did all this hatred come from? You get what I'm saying? Amongst us, where did it come from? And why?
It was taught
I
and
don't have a hate.
inbred
I
into
don't have
you.
a hate. I don't. Only thing I hate is hate. That's it. You know.
It was taught into you and bred into you through all these little fly names they use like projects. You know? Yeah, these kind of theories. They put a little project, put a little space with little mices, can run around on the first level of a maze. And you put the mice in there and you see the little mice, they running around in the maze, right? Because, it's a lot of room for them to run around, so they get along pretty good. And then they add more mice and shit to see how that contains space. Say for long, they start fighting for space. Then you start piling them up on top of each other. Then you got mice piling on top of each other in the confined space. Then they start killing each other. You know what I'm saying? The mice
Yeah.
start killing each other.
Yeah.
You know, fighting for territory can gain. It's the same thing in these things what they call ghettos. They create these situations.
Right.
You
A
know,
lot of stuff was created that they have created. Exactly. That whole
there's
part.
always a line. I don't
Yeah.
care where you go at in America. There's always a line. It's this line, across that line is them. Across this line is you. Everything across that line is the best of everything. You know what I mean? And that's not just by coincidence. That's by design.
It's
That's the
design.
meaning of racism. See, we have a tendency to be like, yo, racism, because you're racism, you're racism. Yeah. You don't know what the definition of racism is. It's one group of people exercising a degree of superiority over another. So you can't be racist because you ain't exercising those degree of superiority over nobody. Who? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that goes to show that goes in the lines. Whereas when I say it's racism is institutionalized, it's institutional because it's like you say when you you the last hired in the first fire. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You got the best job. You got look, and on the other side of that line, you got the best schools. You got the best jobs. You got the best health care. You understand what I'm saying to you? Then on the opposed to this side, you got the poor education. You got poor health care. You got poor housing.
Okay.
This creates a situation.
Yeah.
Then you got
Still
poor jobs,
segregated.
right?
You feel what I'm
Then
saying?
you got the worst jobs. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a lot, man.
It
You know,
is. It is.
that's not just by
I
coincidence.
don't
That's by
think
design.
people really look at that like that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you really look at it, it didn't make a lot of sense because it's right there in our face. So it's like blind to the fact. You get what I'm saying? You know how you got a comb, you already had that comb or maybe that pick, and you know you just had it, and you're like, wait a minute, what happened to that pick? Right there, all along you looking for it was right there in your face, just blind to the fact. You feel me? You know, and then a lot of distraction, believing a lot of stuff that like you said, that was taught because what we got stuck in being conditioned
Yeah,
too.
a lot
But
of it
that
was
made a lot of
we was
sense though.
conditioned into these
Yeah.
situations. You know, it's what it is. It was a made situation, and the results of it is what you see today. You see, look at how you look at us. We going crazy. Like, look at the social media situation. If you looked
Okay.
at social media, you think black folk was all right, didn't want nothing.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying to
Yeah.
you? Because of the algorithm, every time you see everything that we're doing is like, it's questionable as to,
Yeah.
we looking crazy.
Right.
We
Yeah.
really looking crazy. But
Yeah.
and that's what they show in like other countries. That's all you. Then when they go onto that thing, that's what they see. They see us. They see us acting crazy. They see
Yeah.
us acting other than ourselves, and a lot of people is emulating that. If you look all around the world, I don't care where you go. You go go all around the world into these places where these hoods or whatever it is that you want to call it. You're gonna see them emulating the Black American. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna be emulating whatever that African American is doing. People all around the world are gonna be emulating what he's doing. Fashion, talk, walk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody wanna emulate us, but they don't wanna be us. They don't wanna go through what it is that we go through.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The style, everything is we influence the world. And that's a fact. You can go anywhere. You can go around the world. Go all the way in Africa. You got kids. You got people. That's all they look. You swear you went one of these little hoods out here the way. Who taught y'all that? They looking at this social media now. Now they getting the wave. Now they getting to see stuff. They getting to know stuff. The knowledge. The knowledge. Everybody. You know what I'm saying?
And you
Everybody
better
like. You
believe
know
it
what I
because
mean?
it's available everywhere, all over the world, the social media.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right. So it is what it is. Yo. You know what I'm saying? We're resilient people and shit. We gonna follow through. We gonna overcome some shit. But it is what it is. You ain't got no friends, you know. But really and truly, back to this Black History thing. It was started. You know what I'm saying? So that you know what I mean. Not only just African Americans get to know their history. That you know what I'm saying. People around everybody can get to see some of the history, so we could tell some of the stories other than what's been taught inside of they facilities. Their institutions. You
Right.
know what I mean? Because you ain't gonna teach, and their institutions, they only teach it as far as like, you was a slave, and that's as far back as we gonna go back to the history, but they're not gonna teach the rich history that you know what I'm saying you really got, that authentic ancestral history. They're not gonna teach that, you
Right.
know.
There you
So it's
go.
not a requirement. They're gonna give you just what it is. They're gonna give you what you got, and you didn't get nothing, but you were taught that you was nothing more than a slave. and then eventually they brought you and gave you some civilization, and that's farther it's a furthest thing from the truth.
Well, pretty much it still go back to the Dr. Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman, and people like that. They're gonna be mentioning, the boycott with what was her name? Mm, she was on the bus. She's she sat in the front of the bus. She didn't get. She
What you
didn't
talking
walk
about,
through.
Rosa Parks?
Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks.
What
Rosa
about her?
Parks. No, this is what people look at. But it go deeper than that.
Every
You get what I'm
grade,
saying?
you know what I
It go
mean?
deeper than that. You get what I'm saying? It's much deeper than that. That's just the stuff that they taught us when we was in school with different events and things like that. But really, to be honest, that was just an event, but it go deeper. You get what I'm saying? That's the stuff that
They're
they,
teaching us,
far as
they
in
teaching us about
school.
the fight and the struggle that we had to go through to get to where we at now, which is
Right?
really
Yeah.
nowhere again.
Yeah.
Going through the same old thing, you
Yeah.
know. Just it's just modified. That's all it is,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
I got to go take my daily walk. You know what I mean?
Hold on, hold on.
How long I've been up in here rapping and telling with you? Huh? I gotta get on. But today is Saturday. What you got going on?
I put that up there for her because she can have. I put some in my pocketbook. Keep my airways
Let's
clear,
walk
guys.
around with some gin and keep them
Guys,
drinking.
this was a pop up live. This pretty much a
Yeah,
part one. I'll pretty much probably speak some
I
more
get
on
back
that.
with you a little later on.
I'll pretty much speak back on the speak on me and him. We was talking and it was a natural talk, so that's why I just come live. It was a pop up live, guys. Pop up live, pop up live. But at the end of the day, a lot of us do not know our history. Okay, and history is still repeating itself, and we are still making history. Okay, we are making history. But that's just anyone. You know. I don't even care if you're black or white or whatever color. Love is love. Okay, it's not about that. It's all about knowing your history. That's what it's about. Okay, knowing where you're from. It's the same thing. When you go to the doctor. What are your medical history? You get what I'm saying? Your family history. History. History it is important. It's important. Very such much is important. Okay, so you have people that don't care. You know, don't really care about it. And you have people. Well, to be honest, it goes back to like the Bible. We lean on the Bible. It's still history. You get what I'm saying? Biblical days. It's still history. Things that was happening back then is happening now. You get what I'm saying? So it's important. You know. So on that note, guys, I'm just gonna leave it there. And again, like I said, it was a pop up live. This wasn't even playing. Okay, and life goes like that, guys. It goes like that. But I'll be talking to you guys later. I hope you guys been having a wonderful weekend, wonderful Saturday day. Pray your evening, the rest of your day go great, guys. I don't usually do live on Sundays, so unless something is going on, I may do a live. So I pretty much will be talking to you guys. I don't know. I may come back live later, cause I like to I go when I drive. I don't like to really talk. Sometimes I just like to ride, So if not, I'll pretty much be talking to you guys Monday, okay. And remember, as I shared before, change, and it's crazy though because I have made a post. I forgot to tell him, change is a process, okay? It really is. It's not an overnight thing. It is a process. Whatever change that you make, and then I want to speak on time, vs change. You get what I'm saying? That both of it is so powerful. It is so powerful. Uh, um, time. It's powerful. So I want to speak on that. And I will be speaking on it. Okay. Y'all have a wonderful. Thank you all that came through. Thank you all that will be coming through. Push it up, guys. Thank you all that have pushed it up. And matter of fact, thank you all that don't push it up. You feel me? Thank you. Anyway. All right. Y'all have a wonderful day with much love and peace. Talk to you guys later. Mwah. Thank you. What are you getting ready to do?